This session I am recording. I'll share it with you. If you have any questions, you can ask me anytime in between. Okay. So today topic here is like one module. It is. It's important module. The topic name here is project accounting. It is. It's a in short form. It is a PA module. It is okay. Main financial.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is it a first class or some topics has been completed before?
One topic is completed actually. I'll share that videos.
Okay,
You can understand there is no dependency at all. This is a completely different module.
okay, sir.
There is
Thank
no
you.
dependency. There is no dependency. Okay. And
Okay.
this module is new for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So project accounting is a module like usually financial analysts and then project managers. Those are all will use this module to take care of the project status. Let's say if you take about one construction project. So this construction project, like they need to enter in the system, like who is the customer. And as an example, I'm taking as L&T. So L&T is the construction company it is. So guys, please go on mute. If you have any query, just ask and go on mute. That's why I don't prefer online class actually. The moment you enter into the meeting, actually you have to mute it. Okay. It's a disturbance for everyone, right? Okay, now here. So L&T is the company, like they will take care of one construction project. Let's say like 30 floors apartment in Bangalore location. Okay. So this is a requirement. So L&T is doing a project right now. So to finish this project, how many labors are required, and then who is the customer here, and then who is the project manager. So let's say one person. So Suresh. So Suresh is the project manager here, and then he has taken up a project, and then status of a project. Right now it is in process because RL simply approved by the project manager, and then who is the customer for this? So customer is, let's say, our institute, any XYZ name, let's say another company, or for our institute we can say. So for our institute, like we require this. Instead of 30 floor, I'm just taking 3-floor apartment. Okay. So these are all the details actually they need to enter. So instead of telling like this, you see in the application, you can easily understand. So the first point here is there must be a responsibility for this projects. You can go here. This is the responsibility. Projects, vision operations. So projects may be construction projects, IT services projects. Like there are various types of projects here. Like we can see here also they need to enter type of the project. The project type here is, we can say construction, one project, research and development, and then some capital. They will invest simply in the projects that's called as a capital projects, and then IT services. Likewise, there are various types of projects. So these are all they need to enter into one option. That option name is projects quick entry. So project screen we can say instead of quick entry. I'm just telling simply project screen it is. In the project screen, end users they need to enter into the system. So where exactly they will enter here is this is the option here. The whole module is here in the projects vision operations only. So I'm clicking on here projects, and here is the place. Usually we can inherit the details from template here. Template, existing template I'm taking by using percentile here. So these are all the see, one construction project, billable projects, and then there are other options available here. Like many, all created by the candidates actually, and then and we can say sourcing or else store life cycle here. This also we can take or else cost in process. So there are various templates. Every template starts with a T here, like T denotes here as a template. So we can say retail projects, retail businesses like if you go to Middle East and all, there are almost all retail supermarkets, gold shops, those are all. So they will use this module actually to take care of their business. Let's say I'm selecting now retail. Okay. These are all given by Oracle only. Click on find. And all the details already mentioned. These are all. And we are going to copy to our project. Let's say our project here is 3-floor apartment, right? Like we can give like this. Then project name also same. Number name both I am maintaining the same. If you want, you can give some number also here. Let's say 7990. It's a number. That's our own number. And project manager here. Enter a unique project number. Yeah, someone has entered this number. Then project manager. You have to select from a list. So there must be an active employee and they must have a role associated with that. Then only they will allow here. So for example, I'm selecting here Bajaj. Okay. And start date, today's date. And this project we are going to finish it in 2013 2023 on console here. Click on OK. 1 second. Otherwise, you will feel nice while listening this. Yes, please check your status. Okay, you have to go on mute. Otherwise, you will not be able to listen this recording. Okay, so these are all the details like project number, name, as I mentioned here. So we have to enter status and all. We'll see later. So right now only these details we are entering. Click on OK. So this type of error you will get here. The reason is whoever entered here as a project manager. So that person is not having a role. He must be a project manager here. So the role assignment cannot complete because the selected person has no job associated with the active human resources. Okay. That like if you take this employee, employees will come from a responsibility that is human resources. This is another module. For every information, there is a module here. For every module, there is a responsibility. You can go to people, enter and maintain. So here is the place like you have taken a full name, right? Like this is not having an active employee. Better what we can do, you can enter name, okay, and then creating an employment here, create employment. So who is he actually? Is an employee. And then social security number, like 9 digits required. Okay. It must be a unique number. And then we have to enter the details here, date of birth and all. Then click on save, and you must have an assignment here also. Save. Then assignment. So here is the place we can mention a position here. These are all executives, like a vice president or whatever the role it is. That role we have to chief information officer. Click on, there are two modes here. If you say update here, it will keep a history. I'm just updating here. Then you have selected a different position where the new position has. See, this all comes under HRMS, like you don't need to worry much. Simply create that. Okay. So this is the way you can create a new record if you want to create. So, but mostly these records and all will be created by the end users only. You don't need to worry about it. I'm going here straight away, projects. Then again projects. Click on template if you want to create. Okay, template. Then T percentile. These are all billable template it is. Earlier I have selected another template. That is another project it is. Template will have a predefined steps. That is an unapproved right now. Copy to. So these are all we have to enter here. Let's say project number 4455. Then project name. I'm just selecting as a sample project. Project manager. So whatever you entered, that has to come over here. So correct. These are all like they have given with the different employee numbers. Okay. So two records with the two different roles are there here. Or else you can take standard employees. So this you also take this employee because this employee is having a position associated with that, you will not face the issue. Okay. Then customer name. Customer name, I'm just selecting here existing one here, Hillman and Associates. Customer may be a person or it may be an organization also. So right now this is an organization. So for this customer, we are executing a project here. And for this project, project manager is Marilyn. Okay. And this project is going to start here like today only, let's say. And when it is going to end. So it is going to end. It is an estimated only. Like it may extend also based on the approvals, based on the dates. You assume any civil projects, you can easily understand, or IT projects. Then organization, for which organization it is. Let's say it is Vision Operations. Vision, you are working for Vision Operations. In the organization, you may not see a Vision Operations here. Okay. Vision Operations is the client here. Just like I took a client here, right? Like L&T. If you are working for L&T, instead of Vision Operations, you can see L&T. Okay. Organization it is. So in my example, I took L&T, but in this here, Vision Operations is the client, we can say. Operating unit also we can consider. So this is the project. This is the way we can create a project. Then if you look at here, there is a template here. So this you cannot uncheck. Template you cannot uncheck here. It is checked already and checked by a system. And projects does not have a check here. Checkbox checked. Okay. So this is the difference here. Both are stored in a single table only. But the only difference here is there is a flag here. Flag means checkbox. So if you want to know like where exactly it is stored, there is a table. You take this view first. This underscore view means it's a view. Take this view, go to Toad here. Then press F4. It's a view here. Here itself it is saying here. Correct? Go to script. Go to from class here. This is a select statement. It's a predefined select statement. So given by Oracle only, just minimize this, say select statement. Syntax is simple. There are these many columns are there here. This is a view. Create or replace force view. You know, force view means if table doesn't exist also, the view will be created here. That's called as a force view. So create or replace force view, view name, and then as a select statement here. Select statement means select column names and then from class, where class. See, this is the from class and this is the where class. It's a normal select statement only, but there are many other table. So this is for organization table. This is for project status. Status I mentioned here as an approved or rejected. Sometimes they will reject a project also. And then like projects information, operating unit info, everything here. But everything will be available in a single view it is. So this is the view name. This view also created by Oracle only. Okay. So what you need to do now here is whatever you have seen here information like project name, status, number, these are all where exactly it is located. That you have to identify. So it's very simple. You can simply control F. Then you wanted a name of a project. See, this is the name. Take this name. You are preparing a select statement here. Okay. Copy paste only. PROC stands for what it is. You have to just check. You need to tell me PROC. This is called as a table alias. PS ORG PROC where it is here. This is the table you have to copy. Copy column name, table name. Even if you don't know SQL also, you can easily do this. Then select column name from table name. Now, what else you wanted? Let's say you wanted types. Number, correct? This number you wanted. Numbers stored always into a segment one here. This is the one we have to take. Segment one. Second column, that is also same table only. Then you need to prepare this query. It will be available in Google also easily, but you should know here. See, organization. Organization, where exactly it is located. Control F, organization name, right? See, organization name is stored into other table here, correct? That is orc.name is equivalent to. This is our own alias. Organization name is our own alias. It is. Copy this org. Then third column I'm taking. Okay. So here PROC already appeared here, correct? Now we require ORG. ORG. You need to tell me now ORG stands for what it is in this from class. Just observe line by line. ORG stands for which table? So ORG here, correct? ORG stands for HR organization units. So these tables are fixed everywhere. If these are one-time learning only, guys. You have to remember this. That's it. No need to buy heart, but you have to remember. ORG. Between these two tables, whenever you are taking two tables, there must be a join here to filter the data. Correct? That join also you can see here. Just check line by line where exactly it is. PROJ and ORG. So this is a join condition. Okay. Where condition. So this is the way you can prepare a query. Copy this. Go to Toad. I'm minimizing this. Sorry. Paste it directly. Then Control Enter to execute it. this is the way we can see the output here. Okay. And what is your project here? Your project number or name, we can say. Take this project name is equivalent to, you already created this project, correct? The project number or name is sample project. Now execute this. So this is your project. So you must learn front end. This is called as a front end, and this is the back end. Simultaneously, you need to work. Okay. Some people simply focusing on here data creation only. No, you need to retrieve also with the help of the tables and columns. So this table information, let's say if you wanted to know why they introduced this PA private solve, then you can go with one ETRM. So ETRM is our website here. ETRM, Electronic Technical Reference Manual. So click on this. The full form here is Electronic Technical Reference Manual. It is.
Present margin or prakar ichchedani.
Okay. Can you tell me full form? Electronic full form. Concentration is important. That's okay. You remember as ATRM, that is also okay for us. Okay. Click on this version. Right now, what is the version? In which version you are working? So to identify that, there is a table here. Once you join to the project, if you want to identify, there is a FND product groups it is. Okay, this is the table. So let's say you join into an XYZ company and you should know like which version they are working. So you can see here. This is the version. R release means R means release year. R1220. So you are working on R1220. These are 1222. So slight differences, that's okay, no problem. There are no major differences version to version. So let's say I'm taking this 1222. So here there are 4 options here. PDF files, HTML files, without internet also you can use it. But anyway, we'll always work with the internet only. So I'm going with the FND data. Okay, foundation data it is. Now these are all the products. Products means modules only. Okay. So right now you are working in which module? That is projects, correct? Projects also there are sub modules. I'll let you know about it. So this is a project. Short form is PA, project accounting it is. Click on this. So in the project accounting, 698 tables are there, but you don't need to remember those many. Hardly 10, 15 enough. In your regular work, 20 tables, around 20 tables you will work, not these many. Still, if you wanted, you can come here and you can check your table name. Table name is PA, project accounting, projects. All means all operating units. In one company may have multiple branches. Every branch data, it will be available in this table only. That's why they mentioned as all. All means all operating units of your company. Click on this. The primary key of this particular table is project ID. It's unique. This is the primary key. Okay. And why they introduce this table? If you click on this, you read this. Just 2-3 times you read it. You can come to slowly. Try to remember. These are terminology you are facing difficulty, correct? Unearned revenue, unbilled revenue. So forget about all this. You will come to know slowly because you are going to work with all this. You remember this. Project is broken down into one or more tasks. If you take IT services project, testing will be taken care by testers. Development means already programmers. Like that, actually, they will divide into tasks. Project manager alone cannot work all this. Okay, they will divide the work. For developer, one work they will give. For testers, one work. For DBA to migrate it. So those are all called as a tasks. Okay, project alone is broken down into one or more tasks it is. And for every project can be funded by one or more agreements. To execute a project, one agreement is needed here. Okay. So these are all information they have given. And for every column name, there is a description here. So let's say we are talking about status. This is the status of the project. And what else you wanted, like project manager? Whatever available in this column, let's say segment one. Segment one. Now you can read this segment one. The project number that uniquely identifies the project. The project number can be user entered or system generated. Okay, as defined in the implementation options. So we should know this implementation options where it is. So project number you can enter either manually or automatic. So implementation options, you can go here. I'll connect to Pfizer. Okay. We are talking about implementation options, correct? The project number is 4567. Remember this. We'll come back to this again. So here is the place. If you don't remember the navigation, it's very simple option. Control L will give you the list of functions. So here is the place, implementation options. It's very easy. Otherwise, you may need to go here and there. So here in the implementation options, you can set it up manual or automatic, the numbers here. So there is a project setup option. So right now, what is the method here? Manual. So you can make it automatic also to create a project numbers here. So click on this, save. I just changed it to automatic here. Now go to projects, choose template here. Every project must be created through template only so that you will not miss any predefined options here. Click on find, copy to. So project number is not appearing here because we set it up as a automatic, correct? Now 7888 manager, customer name, Hillman and Associates, start date. Organization, vision, operation. See, if you create 2-3 times, you can remember all the fields. It's not a big deal. Correct. See, if you look at here, see, this number we have not given, correct? Project number. So we set up as an automatic. So tell me where exactly we have to set that option. Implementation option. You can go to setup, projects. There is a implementation. Let me see here. System here. So actually it is not available in the projects. Just minimize this. Okay, setup, then system, These are all navigation you have to expand. Told you simplest option, that is control L. L means list of values. It's very easy actually. Even I prefer this approach. Instead of remembering all the navigations, go to project setup, and then instead of automatic, we can make it automatic or manual. Or right now only number. If it is a manual, it may be alphanumeric also, not only numbers. Okay. So click on save. So these are all. Right now currency is USD only, and then your accounting period is weekly charges, not monthly in this project accounting. In all other module monthly periods, but in project accounting it is weekly. So let's summarize all the points till now, okay? Otherwise you may get confused. The first thing is what it is, how to create a project. Okay. Then second one is how to identify version of the Oracle apps. No need to write down all this. Anyway, I'll share all this. Then next, till now whatever we covered, I'm just summarizing. Okay. Then table for projects. Next one is join between projects and organization table. I'm expecting answers from you, or else I'll show you. Not an issue. Then that's it. Correct, right? Yeah. Then one more is project number setup. Only just 5 points only we discussed till now. So first focus on this, how to create a project. So to create a project, there must be one responsibility. So this is the responsibility. Projects. Why vision operations is we are working for vision operations client. In the company, you may not see vision operations. If you are working for Deloitte, you can see projects Deloitte USA, like based on the client. Correct. So which one responsibility?
Yes.
No, we can create. See, you can create responsibility by using system administrator. Usually superiors will create it, maybe DBA or project manager. We can create like this: security, responsibility, define. So if you are working for Dell Projects India, like that they will create. An application name is projects application. Responsibility is here. It must be unique. The name. Your data group is standard. And after that, application is projects. Then menu name. Menu name means we have to give your projects related only menu, not other. Otherwise, you will not be able to see that options. Let's just check. Fill information, billing. You have to read this description, then only you can come to know. Utilization. Let's say I'm selecting this. Okay. Related to the project. So the moment you create a responsibility, you have to add it. Otherwise, there is no use. How to add the responsibility to the user is you can go to security user define. So your username is operations. You better maintain your own user. Okay. Do not focus on this operations user. Like this, you can save. So now if you go to Dell, it will appear here itself. So you can see, correct? But the menu is changed here anyway. You have to give a correct menu, creating project. Based on the menu only, it will appear here. If you want to give correct menu to your responsibility, then you have to identify from a system administrator, then security, responsibility, define. Your standard responsibility here is projects. Moving fastly because this is all you know already. Now, this is the menu. If you give this menu, same navigations will appear over there. Otherwise, it will give wrong data. I'm just copying this menu. You can attach menu to n number of responsibilities. Same menu to n number of responsibilities. If you wanted to know that, just see. See, it is attached to implementation super user, projects admin, Canada. It is not changing, but here it is changing. Central government, healthcare. See, one menu can attach to n number of responsibilities. That point you have to remember. So right now, what is your responsibility? That is Dell India. Here is a place I attached wrong menu. I mean to say not relevant menu. So I'm attaching now the relevant menu. Okay. Now if you go and check your Dell India, you will see all the menus which we have seen earlier. You understood? So this responsibility is not fixed. It is based on your project, your superior. Usually reporting manager, project managers or tech leads, they will create this responsibility. But it's not a big deal, right? Creating responsibility. Go to projects now. Is that clear now? How to create a project? First point. How to create a project is there must be one responsibility. You can maintain your own responsibility also. How to maintain your own responsibility? Go to system administrator. Sorry, select it on one. System administrator, security, responsibility, define. To define a new user, security user, define. So I'm going here, the responsibility here, that is projects, vision operations, projects. So here I'm creating a project here. You should not create a project without a template. Every template starts with T, then find, copy to, you have to give all the details, project number, let's say 444, then project name is sample project 2, then project manager, customer name, and start date, end date, organization. These are all the fields you have to enter. 1 year I'm taking, okay, to finish that. There are n number of organizations, operations, facility maintenance operations, Seattle, these are all, but I'm selecting here the vision operations, the first one. Okay, click on OK. So this is the way I can create. By using one template, you can create n number of projects. So how you can identify whether it is a project or template here is there is a flag here, template flag. So if you want, you can just check here, template flag. Template flag N means it is not a template, it is a project. It is. If it is Y, let's say I wanted to know the template number. I'm just giving here. It's not a name, right? It's a number. Y means what it is? If template flag is checked. So if it is checked means that is a template. If it is not checked means that is not a template. It is a project. Okay. If we wanted to display all the templates in the system, take this. I'm just changing the condition here. Is equivalent to Y. Y means all the templates. So there are 234 templates are there in the system. 234. So for only vision operations, if you wanted to know, then there is a RGD you have to include here. This terminology remembering is difficult, I know, but try to follow. Diagnostics, examine. There is dollar, profiles dollar, and then RGD. Your values here is 204 right now. So I'm just including another filter condition, that is and condition, and RGD is equivalent to 204. So in 204, how many templates are there? Only 78. And how about RGD for your Dell? So just go to Dell Projects India. Definitely RGD will be different here. It will be automatic generated value. You can go to dollar profile dollar RGD. Yeah, it is copied from there only. We attached that everything. We created from that same operating unit. So the value is 204. If it is vision services and all, then it will be different here. Just check projects. Not there is. We can add it. How to add a responsibility? You can go to system administration. User define F11, your username. F11 you have to press and then control F11. I'm adding here projects, services. You check here vision services or health services. These are all different. These are all research and development. The moment responsibility changes, the RGD also will be different. For example, I'm selecting vision services. Close. Projects. Vision services. And now tell me how to identify RGD. Go to help. Diagnostics. Examine. And you need to select dollar profile dollar RGD. Perfect. See, if you look at here, it changed. So if you want to change the condition into 204 to 458, then the number will change. Right now only 27 templates. So this is the way RGD we can use. RGD is the identifier of operating unit. For operations 204, for services 458, like that. This number may change in your company. Okay, it's not fixed. So as of now, we have seen how to create a project and what is the table for project. So how to identify the table for project is, you can go to, there is a, just use percentile only, okay. How to know the table name? There is a simple option, that is help and record history. You take this view first, correct? They are mentioning as a table name, but it is not a table, it's a view. Take this view, go to tone, paste over here. So to describe it, I mentioned as a one keyword, that is F4, function 4, F4. And then you need to go to script here. If you don't know SQL or any programming language also, these are all you can easily follow, correct? Now, table name where you can exactly find is, you can find into a class. That class is from class. So in the from class, you can see a table. So are you okay with this? How to identify a table name for projects? I'll repeat again. So first what you have to do, take any project. How to know any project if you don't know? Percentile, tab, percentile, find, choose anyone randomly, find. You can go to help and record history, then take this table name, paste it into Toad. After pasting it, press F4, then you have to go to script here. And to know the full information of a table, okay, Then there is a website I mentioned. Website name is here ETRM, Electronic Technical Reference Manual. So choose a version. Let's see that again. ETRM.live. The first step here is ETRM. Then go to version. There are 4 options, but FND means foundation. While preparing all this, they have mentioned as FND, foundation it is. DBA database, some extra columns, indexes, that's we don't use actually. I'm selecting here FND data. We need to search your module. There are more than 280 modules are there, but you are not going to work with all 280 modules. So I'm just using projects. Sorry, went again. This is a module. So n number of tables, but so if you want, you can just select here itself. So, PA, projects. This is also okay. So click on this. The primary key of this table is project ID, and here itself it is see. It stores the work related to a project. The purpose of PA project all table is that, and purpose of HR all organization units is it shows the organization information. The primary key is organization. So here itself there is a join condition, right? We discussed about join between project and organization table. There are 2 places to identify. One place is view script itself. Here is the place. Project and organization. Project table is what it is here. PA projects all. And organization table is what it is. HR organization. And join condition is what it is. Carrying out organization ID is organization. So the joins you have to remember because this is your work actually. Not only in interviews, work-wise also. Without, if you miss single join, then you will not see a proper data. Okay. Very, very important now. This your whole work is
also join as PROJs, project status.
yeah, that is with a different table. See, if you look at here, PS stands for what it is, PA project statuses. This is another table here.
If you want to get the status, we can use that join.
That join, yes. Not only the join, you have to use this table. Okay. I'll copy paste only, but with the concentration you have to do. Okay. The join condition I mentioned, one is view, other one is ETRM. So we can just check HR all organizations. The join condition they mentioned it clearly here. That is carrying out organization. It's there already, but just for double check, you have to do. Okay. What else? Next points. Table for projects also completed. What is the table name? PA projects all. Okay. And how to identify the version? The version identification is this is the table. Product groups. FND product. If you want to find out a database, then there is another table. Correct. There is another table that is $V version. It is definitely you need to remember these 2 tables. Right now we are working on a 12C database. So we have other databases like 10G, 19C, 18C and all, but right now it is tightly integrated with the 12C only. If version changes, then database also will change. Okay. What else? Project number setup is the pending one. So how to make project number is an automatic? You have to go to setup. Yeah, system. Full navigation you need to remember here. See, setup, system, and then implementation options. So go to project setup. Here is a place. You have to give your vision operations and then click on find. Then after that, you can find it out. Period type setup. Here is a place. Manual or automatic, alphanumeric or numbers. So that's all for today. Okay, only 5 points. You practice, then only I can increase the speed. Okay. So usually we have other options also, like this is the notes. I just told you only few points. There's a complete notes along with the screenshot and all. I'll share it. But I need to explain about other topics as well. How to create a project over. Then next is class. Okay, that's good. So there are work breakdown structures. Maybe we'll cover customer and contacts and agreements and funding. So tomorrow I can increase the speed in the subject. Okay, this is the first class for you, right? This is all we have to discuss. This part we'll see tomorrow, but today only this notes, only 5 points. You have to practice at any cost, then only you can understand tomorrow class. Okay. So I'll share this recording, guys. I'll put in the group. Thank you. Do you have any doubts before closing? So actually, you don't need to wait till end of the class. Okay, you can ask me anytime. Just unmute, ask, and then go on mute. I'm okay with that. Yeah, do you have any doubts, Urmila? Your voice is breaking, Urmila. Do you have any doubts here? Navya, any doubts? But these are all for listening, it's easy actually. You will forget after that. Pin to pin, you have to practice. Then only, because these are all you are going to work in the company, right? Same work, same navigation, same table. As it is, whatever you are learning, the same as it is you can find in the company. There may be some extra topics or extra points, but these are all main topics actually. Okay, guys, I'm ending the session, I think.